It's almost a bad one. Oh, we even, yeah, we have a microphone and everything. That's good. You also see my face in full resolution point. As well as me looking something up, which I don't know anymore. Besides my green screen not totally working like I would have intended. Because it's rather badly lit. And that also means that my face is rather not really natural kind of color, you know. Anyway, I was looking something up. I don't know what it is anymore. That's seeing that my whole stream is being weird. Happens. Stream ping's working. Rather good. That's good. Everything is working. The only thing that I see is my own face. And a goal. Which is minus 197 hours. Because that is a thing. Anyway. I thought I would do a little impromptu stream. Because why not? We have an image. Oh, we have that image. I was wondering. We also have a webcam, which is it the full resolution? It seems like it. It is the full resolution. Like, you can see the scaling. Like, you can see the room there. Which is, whoops. No, I'm just misplacing my whole thing. Let's see. Go to the full resolution, do that, then last thing that you can just easily rescale. Cropping the whole thing. Oh, that's the piece of paper. Piece of green paper. It works. Works rather well. The only thing I need to do is, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Get this one. High as possible, but not as high as the highest thing, because now I can still just sit upright and not have any problem with it. Anyway, let's look at the outer white balance, which is now awful. And still awful. It works sometimes. Ah, this is the one. Okay, that's bad. That's like a real bad. I really need better lighting in this room. Let's just put it on auto. Although we could put it to... Yeah, you know, it's better to just put this on, which is not better, you know. Still, I've been in the sun for too much, I guess. Which makes my face a little bit darker in any kind of sense. So, see. Outer white balance. Let's set it. Nee. It's a little bit better. It's more natural in terms of how it really is. But because it's too blue and the contrasts are not that high, it will mess with my green screen in total. So it's better to have a little bit more redder face. That's it. So I didn't have any kind of topic for this kind of IRL stream. Game. There's no game. Did I not set a game? Oh, I didn't. I didn't set a game. At least not the right game. Not in the right way. I'm now looking at myself in the stream, which is weird. Now I'm stuck. No, I'm not. I was. Because I guess I was switching stuff. It should be good now. Seems to be good. Let's see. I should put out a little ping. Oops. No. That went really wrong. Let's see. How do we do this? is that you're basically living like the gym is on the other side of the street where all the houses are. So the nice thing about that is that we can just get the gym out of our homes. And there's a rival here that is in the other team. I don't even know what the teams are called at this point. I'll look it up. I don't know. Let's see. Where is it? So if we look at teams. Teams. Pokemon Go. So the teams Pokemon Go. We have what? Team Phalo, Mystic and Instinct. And I went for the Phaler, right? I went for the red team. Team Phaler, yes. So let's see. Blue is more about evolving. Yellow is Pokemon are creatures with excellent intuition. I bet the secret to their intuition is related to how they are hatched. Okay. Wait, 2, 5, 7 and 10 kilometer eggs. I only seen 2, 5 and 10. Okay. So I'm team red and everyone in the neighborhood here is team yellow. So I guess Mystic, I don't know. I already forget that's what I do. So, but this is the full resolution of my camera. Never have it in that. Like, you can just go to this place. You can see how small it is, and this is even a bigger version of what it is normally. It's not that far bigger than just in a general optimal resolution, but it works. We have been streaming for 17 minutes. -2, I guess, because I wasn't live, or at least I didn't show my face before that. So that's Pokemon Go. Yeah, we have 4 gyms. We have about 3 times that many of Pokestops around here, just in the vicinity, and I don't know, you can walk about 3 to 5 kilometers and have every Pokestop and have every gym, which is nice. The amount of Pokemons are not that good, at least like a lot of the same, which happens especially when the weather is the same for a few days. But yeah. Besides that, of course, I'm thinking about things to talk about, like thumbnails on YouTube. That whole discussion, I like that. Like, some people can worry about weird things, you know. Like, who cares? Like, I've decided, like, what was it? On Thursday, I guess. Thursday was a day where a lot of my videos went out. Last Thursday. No, it was not Thursday. It was Wednesday where I put every video that were still there, which were 76 on my YouTube. And well, I'm just looking, you know. Just looking at stuff. Anyway, I put 76 videos out, and I decided to not make any thumbnails anymore. Because of the whole, we will try to use 4.3% of all our people that watch, which is 0.3%, which is not a lot. in YouTube terms, it's a few million people. It doesn't really matter, but I was like, oh, I can just put this video out. It was a backlog of a whole month of videos, which also gives you a general sense of how much I stream. Which is just stupid. I lost 1 subscriber to it, because, well, who wants to see the whole subfeed filled with 67 videos of mine, which I just streams. Although, and that's a nice thing, like, I'm just looking at the analytics, and you need to know that most VODs only get 0 views, like, wants to watch a VOD. Sometimes 1, I don't know who that is. They watch for like a minute, so they just click on the video and then I guess click the next. But there are, let's see, 3 views on Sudoku, 4 views on Sudoku, which apparently people want to see old games, feels like. And the IRL stream with my face in a car, where I don't actually drive the car, but I'm in a car streaming, has 6 views. So that is 200% more than, well, I guess 600% more than most videos get. That's just on there, and people seem to find it somewhere. Also, Oxygen Not Included is watched a lot. People like that as well. Good. Fallout 4 is less, but that's just what you call Subnautica is watched a fair bit. And, well, it's 3 pages of videos, so let's go to the 3rd page. You cannot really see this. I would just tell you, you know. It's more of a podcast, I guess, in terms of a podcast, but then listening to it. Judgment has been watched when it came out, because I guess it was one of the first videos for most people. Because I googled it. But that's generally it. I don't know, I guess I should do more IRL streams because I like to doing them. Most of the time you just need a topic to talk about. I'm just switching to tabs to see if there's anything I can talk about. Anything that is interested for me. Like SOS. The Battle Royale, which is now free to play. Which, well, every Battle Royale is free to play at this point. Except PUBG, which was never free to play, and it was an early access game, and it was 30 euros, so it was a really expensive early access game because most games go for 23.99 or 27. Some of them go for 20. Then another regular price is, I guess, 16.99 and otherwise 9.99, but lower than that most of the time not. But that's early access indie games, of course. Like if you talk about actual early access games, at least beta access, like Fallout 76 will probably be or at least they will release a beta for people that pre-order the game. I have not pre-ordered the game yet. I will probably play it anyway, so why not pre-order it? At the moment, like, you can see the goal. Grimward. I want to get that first and maybe set the goal to Fallout 76 after that. And we will see what we will get. Like, I'm not expecting anyone to donate or subscribe or share or whatever. But, you know, having a goal also means you have something to look out for and something to work towards. So that's good. But otherwise, yeah, it is really an impromptu stream. I just need people in chat asking things. It's the only thing that can help. Oh, there was something else. Of course, Ryzen is out. Ryzen 2 Radar, which is amazing. Threadripper, although it's priced at 1600, rumored. Which is still like 200 to 400 less than the highest core Intel processor chip, at least in terms of consumer, because Threadripper is still consumer grade stuff. And then you have Epic, that's like the more business side, the server side stuff they make. Which, I don't know what the new Epic is. I don't think it's 64 cores. It could be. Epic. Oh, you can just buy it. Wait, you can just buy an Epic chip? Whereby one is 1280 euros and one only 540 and one almost 3000. Okay, that does make sense. Okay, so Epic server products and Epic embedded products. We have an Epic NE, first year, forgettable year, 365 days of AMD Epic. I should probably show you my screen, to be fair. I don't think there's anything else on it, because everything else is on the second screens. Let's show you the screen, so you can at least see something that I'm doing. Otherwise it's just looking at my face, which is not bad, but could be boring, or at least you wouldn't have any context of what I'm talking about. So if we show the big screen, which is frankly rescaled to 1080p, because that is what works. Of course I'm using incognito because I don't like cookies, I don't like anyone tracking me, although they can still do it. Like, who cares? Like, we use cookies, I understand. I can go to the cookie policy. That doesn't matter, because I would just see a cookie policy. Everything they use, like IBM, which is advertising. IBM.com. Is that still a thing? Like IBM.com? Okay, that's BIM.com. IBM.com. Oh, it's still agree and proceed. Like that's the new thing with GDPR. Like the amount of people, or at least the amount of companies that needed to rewrite everything about the private policies and that kind of stuff. The IBM is still like it's more in the sense of consumer products. I don't think they make anything. Like I still have an old IBM laptop, which is out of 2002, which came with Windows 2000 or Windows M. At least it didn't came with Windows 1898 or XP, because that was later on. What is IBM even doing nowadays? Out open source? Anyway, they have an Epic. They have setup. They have see all products. What do they have? 32 cores, 64 threads. So that's the same as Threadripper. Epic 2. What is Epic 2? Epic 2. A lot of memory. Ah, here it is. 76, 06, 70. So it's all 32 and 24. 3.2 gigahertz. 180 TDP. Oh, that's not bad, to be fair. And what is the 16 core? Uses even more energy. And the base clock is at 2.4. Like that's the same as my i7-37. What is it even? Now I need to look at my own stream, because there is all the information. Broadcast has indicated that the channel is intended for media audiences. Yeah, it always is. Let's see, info, the story setup and settings. Here we can see a whole story about everything. This is my website, by the way. 3630 QM, which is an incredible good chip. But heck, I didn't know anything about chips and like the GeForce 740. Like I thought back in the day when I bought this laptop, like 740 is far better than 650. Because it's a next generation, and it is most of the time with things like energy consumption. But like the 640, 650 was far better because there's just, well, it would be equal to a 1080 GTX 1050, for example, like that kind of scheme. So this is just a budget. I didn't know at the time. Well, it works. I use it for streaming. I still use it just to watch videos and that kind of stuff. Like 8 GB of RAM, that like back in the day, like 4 was just a general thing. So I really bought it for like editing videos at that point. Like in 2006, well, more in 2014. And I bought a laptop in 2013, so it's now almost 5 years old. Like the accu doesn't work anymore in any sense. Like it needs to have power all the time, but that just happens with a 5-year-old battery. Even though it could hold out for like 4 years, was amazing. I still use it, and there's a microphone and that kind of stuff. And here we have advertisements, which I didn't ever say to put here, but you know, I cannot do anything about it. Like the website is free. How does this work? Will we see? It is free. Yes, we see ourselves online. I've never tried this, to be fair, to see if it would just auto. Like, look at it. It's just auto watching. Here we go. We're on the same screen. It's Inception. Here we have YouTube with the latest video, which doesn't have any thumbnail anymore, and you can use the website, and here's the email, and YouTube and Twitter and that kind of stuff. And I've got some reviews about Judgment, for example. I should really put on the other reviews. Like this is just basically the summary of what is in Steam itself. Creator page. You can share it on Twitter. And it will create yourself a nice link to wordpress.com, which is apparently their handle on Twitter. Original. Just use the title and the whole thing. It's written in 05, which is the latest, to be fair. Here, of course, you can see like these things. I guess this is just a video with some weird more videos. Trending 10 and DT Gaming and PewDiePie and RuneScape. Okay. I don't understand any of the YouTube algorithm. I've made this. They liked it. That's good. Of course, Moonlight Games Night, which all the... Like this is also a nice integration of the Google stuff. Well, Moonlight Games Night would be this Saturday, but he needs to do a lot of other things. My brother, for example. That's also where the moon comes from on the first page. I don't know. I think it's a good website in the general sense. Everything you need, like games and that kind of stuff. It's just a one-page website whereby if you click like on one of these links or here is the full playlist, and it will say go to games. Like some of these things are hidden, to be fair. This is games. Yes, it will go to the same. Those the rules for whenever you need to know it. Then should update this. Like it's more than, it's almost 900. Don't ask why. But I don't know, what is the specs of the new processors for desktop? What is embedded even? Embedded. Is that just embedded in like into a motherboard? Like it's for like people that make PCs like Dell. We have a Ryzen Pro. Wait. Ryzen Pro? Professional choice for IT pros. Session boost extended frequency range, which is also in the normal one. Neural net. This is another one. It is not in the first Ryzen, which I have. Fetch. They also have something new, which is what is it? I will go just to the consumer Ryzen. Let's see. Ryzen 7. Was Threadripper. From 8 to 6 cores. And here we still have just a normal 8 cores. It's now, like the Threadripper is now 16 cores and the Epic is 32 cores. That's what it is. And it was 8 cores before? No, it wasn't. Anymore what it was. I have this one. Great Spire. Nice one. For me it's just white. And I guess what I did with new Threadripper is just play some stuff. Like the new AM4 socket. It's the AMD Store MI, which is useful. Like what it basically does is the most used programs and files. It will place on the faster SSD if that is in your system. Well, nowadays if you make a system you should definitely put an SSD in as a boot drive. And it will get the other stuff you don't use that frequent. It will put on the slower hard drive, which is amazing stuff. But that's just in the chipset itself, the 470. I still got the 370. Whereby other people can have 350. So there's not a 450, I guess. 320 and 300, I didn't know. 4 cores. I don't know. I guess you should never opt for a Ryzen 3. Not in the desktop at least, maybe in fast to use smaller laptop, which is Ultrabook for example. Because that is this thing where you definitely need to think about power consumption. We have anything else? No. 2700 was. I don't have an 2800. And I basically have this one, but then the like this. I have this one, 1700. This is the newest. So it's still the same. The base clock is higher. The max boost clock is also higher. But the cores and the kind of stuff is the same. Although if you like, I just could put this processor into my motherboard and then I'm done and I've upgraded it. But the benefit of that is only a higher clock rate, and that's it. Because this board only has the 370 chipset, so it cannot benefit from the AMD Store MI or AMD Sense technology. I don't think that is in mine. Or is it? It is? Okay. It's the new XFR range, which is, I guess, generally for, yeah, overclocking it automatically. And precision boost. Let's see, fine-tune processor performance adjust in real time to meet performance. Yes. To optimize, yes. Okay, so this we have. On energy consumption temperature. Oh, that's useful. But XFR manages just premium cooling in the PCs, and the second AMD desktop can automatically reward example project and take advantage of low temperature offered by premium cooling to enable multi-core performance. So what is the difference between XFR and precision boost? Like in my understanding, XFR is just for overclocking the RAM. Unless I'm totally mistaken. Like my RAM is overclocked. Like the Generous 2133, whereby I guess for Ryzen 2, the Generous 2400 megahertz. So I have 3200 megahertz sticks, and I'm only running at 2933. That's really the only thing that is overclocked in my whole PC, because I want to have a cool system. I only have air cooling. I have the Great Spire, and I have boosted it to 3.7, and it just happily runs at that range, because, well, that's also the max boost clock rate of the whole CPU. So it should just run in that, but it is running not that hot. Like if you would talk about hot, you would talk about 90 degrees Celsius. It's running around 70, but still in this room, it's a small room. Not a lot of ventilation, so it will get hot really fast, especially when I'm streaming, because it is using, well, now it's only using 20 to 25% of the whole processor. It's even downclocked. It's not even running at like 3.2 gigahertz where it runs normally. Because I'm not running a game, it's only running at like, I guess an average of 2.6 at this point. 2.6 gigahertz. And it has been up for 4 days, even though I've powered off my system, which is a weird thing. Like the only way to reset this whole PC is to just actually press the reset button. But I guess XFR is for, it doesn't even say. Like this is the it's glaring a little bit. We have precision boost, we have this with Radeon graphics. That's rather useful, you know, having integrated graphics. I guess that's only on i3, wait, what am I saying? That's Intel. Ryzen 3, Ryzen 5 and Ryzen, they are rather smart using those numbers, because those are familiar for most people. Advanced micro devices, AMD. Here, can you see it? Yeah, you can. I never knew. It was abbreviation. It's logical. We have partners. What kind of partners? AMD partner newsletter and webinars. Ooh. Real nice. You can see my screen. Cannot see anything else, I guess. The only thing you can see is this. Which is on the videos, by the way. You were wondering. No, you cannot see it. It's on my second screen. Here it is. Which is just Twitch and that kind of stuff. You can see that this has been watched a lot. And I guess that's due to the thumbnail of me looking into the camera with a really long unshaven beard. Could have chosen 3 thumbnails. I don't know, the automatic ones I guess good. Playlist. We have Twitter, of course. Whereby someone has changed their logo. It's a Wolfenstein. I want to start Wolfenstein again. You can see Inception. Inception even more. Anyway. Go back to this one. Even though it is like this thing, or that's the only thing. Like most of the time, like it's not loaded in properly. That's why it is sometimes being a little bit weird. But we are now at 128 followers, I guess. It should say in the streaming place. 127, so it hasn't updated in the stream labels. But if I F5 everything, it will change everything and it will show it's still 127. Okay. Unless someone just followed and unfollowed after that. There's a possibility, you know. Sometimes happens. Let's turn off the big screen, because otherwise next time I'm streaming you can see that. Although most of the time only a game is on it. But it could be something weird and something else. Let's see. Let's go into the Streamlabs. I don't have any water at my disposal at the moment. So that's not good. Let's see, followers. Still 127. Sometimes people do that, you know, like they follow and then follow again, but they are on the stream at that point. I guess. Oh well, yes. So what I did is follow me, so there is a notification and that kind of stuff, and then unfollowed me again. People do that, I don't know why. And I know that, let's see, I'm not sure, so some people are... don't know anymore. Oh, I need to look in my Discord before I can say anything about it, because otherwise it would be rather rude, I guess. Rather commander rude. Yeah, it would. That's weird. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyway, I guess that's all of the impromptu stream at this point. I'm almost streaming for an hour again. It's... you can see that I'm opening Streamlabs. Like it will... get out. Nice. Streamlabs still hasn't fixed the donation stuff. Because what you can nowadays do is add donation through cryptocurrency. Now that's a nice thing, although I use TipeeeStream for like the normal PayPal donations. And I want to keep using that, so in that way I removed the whole PayPal stuff from Streamlabs. But the weird thing is that you can connect Coinbase. I guess it's not the best website, but it works. But people can donate like cryptocurrency, and I guess Coinbase takes a little fee of that. But you can send really small donations in that sense. But it only works if you have any other account activated as well, like PayPal or the credit cards and that kind of stuff. So you can not only have your Coinbase as like the only payment option, because it won't work. It will just say person doesn't have any payment options enabled. So, but sadly, you cannot donate, which is stupid. I tweeted to them like, hey people, this is the problem, and they know. Like, they know it's just a general problem. The only thing is that they would resolve it at some point, but they still haven't done, and it has, I guess, been 2 weeks or something. I will look at it. I'm just running through the notifications of Twitter, which won't load. Ah, the 15th of June, which is at this point 2 weeks ago. So hopefully they will fix it. But that's that's the same thing with like Stream Deck. Stream Deck had an update, and it messed with some things. Like, they updated the whole plugin, but I guess they messed some things up, and now the plugin is not working in the right way anymore. So some things are just broken, and that's annoying. So I went back to the normal version 3.0 instead of 3.1, but they said like we will fix it, but it will be somewhere mid next week, so it will be a week after the release of the one update, which is rather annoying. But they don't generally say like we will do it at that point, which I would rather have them do if they could be so kind. But guess that's it. I don't have anything where I can talk about at this point. Nothing that crosses my mind. Comes up in my mind. Something in those words. Anyway, let's go to our end screen where my whole camera is flipped, because that is better with the lighting from outside of the window in the same thing. So even though Commander Root has followed me, they unfollowed me at the same time after they follow me. At least they're not following me anymore. Could be a little bug in Twitch itself. Ah, there are the credits. Should still be in there, although I should, and probably should do it now, is speed up the credits, because they are slow. There you can see follower Commander Root, so it works. Just slow. So let's see, credits is running for 2 seconds over the screen. Now it is running only for 1 second, which should mean that it is going rather fast. Which is, I guess, far better, because my intro is my outro, rather. Like, thank you for watching, and if you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow me on Twitch and Twitter if you haven't already. Also join my Discord and look at my website. That's the whole thing. And in between thanking people, the credits should be going rather fast, you know. But yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this little impromptu IRL stream of me talking about several things, which are good or bad. I don't know. You make up your mind, because I guess I can't. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.